11-year MLS pro Quincy Amarikwa here, and you're now listening to the Perfect Soccer Podcast, where your host goes one-on-one to get to know your favorite professional soccer players, both on and off the pitch. Because how better to learn what it takes to become a pro soccer player other than directly from pro soccer players? Today's episode is brought to you by PerfectSoccerSkills.com, the #1 and only platform you'll ever need to connect with and learn from pro soccer players. Learn more and enter to win weekly soccer prizes, goals, balls, jerseys, player meet and greets, and more by heading over to PerfectSoccerSkills.com/PSTM to enter to win for free today. With that said, please enjoy today's episode.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Perfect Soccer Podcast. Our special guest today is Luis Birrueta. All right, so let's just jump into it. Let's go back in time. Like, what was your first memory of playing soccer?
Probably like playing at like 6, 7 years old. My brother was pretty good, and so he was older than me. And then I just remember him shooting the ball at me, and ever since then, he would throw me on his teams as a goalie. And he was a defender, and so I just kept playing and playing with him, playing a couple years up, and eventually just once I was like U19, U17 to the U19, I just played my age. He stopped playing soccer.
So you were always a goalie?
Yeah, so I played midfield for a little bit. I played midfield for like maybe 1 or 2 years, and then the goalie that was on the team got hurt, and so they threw me in. My brother's like, throw him in the goal box, and so I played goalie ever since.
There you go. It's always I always like when I have goalies on, because it's always interesting to hear how they became a goalie. And then I guess like tell me a little bit about like your high school career, and then did you go to college?
Yeah, I went to Bellevue for 2 years, and then after Bellevue, I just kind of, my family's not super wealthy and stuff. So like I came back and worked. I'm from a small town here in Washington, from actually where Cooper Cup's from Yakima.
Gotcha.
So yeah, my family, I only grew up with my mom. And so I came back and worked right after college and just kept playing like Mexican League and stuff like that, and kept at it. And then one of the coaches for the Stars, Becker, had me go play outdoor, because I play outdoor too. And with the semi-pro team that he coached, and he told me to go to indoor. And then ever since then, I just been playing indoor.
For sure. Yeah. So then tell me a little bit about like your indoor career so far, and then about being on the Stars.
Yeah. So like I said, when I was playing, first I started outdoor, and then I've always played futsal. So like where we're from, it's all futsal. It's not like turf indoor. It's just regular futsal. And you'd see crazy talent in Yakima. Just people never get out. Same reason. I mean, after high school, they'll go straight to work or stuff like that. Same with me. Like I didn't really get help coming out of high school. I had like 4A Player of the Year, Washington State as a goalie, Big 9 MVP out of high school, and then I just kept playing. Like I said, my sister was the one person who just told me, like, just keep playing, follow your dreams, and you'll find work someday if you want to work. So, and then now that I was under Mike Arguello, I don't know if you know who he is. He was the backup for the Stars last year, and then Danny Waltman, of course, he was there. And so Danny kind of took me under his wing, and all year just taught me things that, or just looking after him, just seeing what he does day in and day out. And like even just looking at the players like Nick being the MVP of the MASL last year, just seeing their work ethic, what they do every day. It's kind of helped me to do what I do. And then now this year, Chris Toth is on the team. So it's like the best of both worlds. I have Danny Waltman, one of the best to ever play in the MASL, and now Chris Toth, one of the best to ever play in the MASL, and I can learn off two veterans. It's going to be an experience, I feel like.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm just learning all about the indoor soccer league just because of Nick. Because Quincy was on the team with them and Sneaky Fox for the 7-on-7.
Sneaky Fox.
So then, so then they killed it. And then, like a lot of the guys that played futsal and indoor soccer, like killed it in that tournament just in general.
Yeah. So it's pretty cool. I mean, like I said, I never really got looked at the MLS just because I didn't even get looked at really by D1 colleges until my second year after college. But then I didn't ever pursue playing in Division 1 or Division 2. I did have a couple full rides at the Division 2 colleges and just never pursued it. Just kept going to school and playing Mexican League and worked. Yeah,
for sure. So I know you have a different route, but like what does it mean to you now that you told me before that now you got called up to like the official team and you're a pro goalie now?
Yeah, it's cool. Like West Coast, they sponsor me now. So that's pretty cool.
That's dope.
Yeah. So then I got like, I think just being around the guys and just the experience. It's a different, like, even last year. So even last year when I wasn't on the pro team, but technically I was because I signed for the last couple months or last month and a half. But just training with them, it's a different level. Playing every day, training every day, keeping your body right, and just trying to be in the best shape I could, just to be able to play on the pitch or be ready if Danny got hurt at one point, or in this year, just be there for Toth and push Toth as much as he can, and hopefully he does the same for me. Yeah, I think it's cool. And then the guys they're all welcome you a lot, so that's pretty dope. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. That's awesome. And then I know because I think a lot of people have jobs as well. Like, so how do you balance playing and having a job?
Yeah, so I'm an insurance agent as well. So I'm looking to buy the agency here where I work.
All right.
But my boss she's like my second mom. So she's pretty lenient with me. I travel. This is what's going to be crazy for you. So I travel to Tacoma in the mornings. I wake up like 3 a.m., travel to Tacoma, train at 7 till 10, come back another 3 hours back home, and then work from like 1 to 8, and then work out for maybe an hour or so, eat some food, and head to bed. Same route all season. Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's wild.
Enjoy learning what it takes to become a better player from professional soccer players? Well, how would you like to work with professional players one-on-one? Now you can with Be Pro by Perfect Soccer. Head over to perfectsoccerskills.com/BEPRO to apply to work with our network of pro players today.
I guess are you ready for the Quincy questions?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, all right. So far, I know this is technically your rookie year, but you can answer this as best as possible. So, what do you think has been the most important skill or quality that you feel made you successful as a pro?
I think just mentality, man. Honestly, like having the right mental aspect of just you're good enough to play in the game. Like, I think that's what I struggled with to begin with. And then, like I said, these guys, the veterans, they all welcome you and they tell you like, well, just for Corey, he's helped me a ton. Like, man, you're just as good, if not better at times when I'm training. You're always ready. Or Danny as well. He would always tell me imagine the starting goalkeeper tell you like, you're as good, if not better than me. So that it just boosts up your confidence and you start playing better, really. Your mentality is just there. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. What do you think the biggest mistake pro players are making?
Just in general, or in MASL, just in general? Let's see. The biggest mistake pro players are making.
Either or. Give me both if you got two then.
I think as a MASL player, just getting themselves out there. Like you said, most of them have jobs, so they have to focus on their job and playing. Mm-hmm. And I feel like if more people focused on playing and getting the word out there for the MASL, I think that could be their one and only job. And it could get to like the MLS because it used to be huge from what I know of. Yeah.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah. So, and then as a pro player, um, tough. I think the biggest mistake pro players, I think coming back and helping the youth. A lot of pro players, once they're done, they're just done. So I think just looking around and seeing where they came from and just helping the youth is huge. Not even in just the big cities, like small town players, like not just soccer wise. I think every sport, if they come back, and I mean the youth it'll help out the youth in general.
Yeah, for sure. No, that was a great answer. What advice would you give a young player?
Follow your dreams. Follow
that.
your dreams for sure. Yeah, no, I think just doing what you love. I for myself, the reason why I come back to work too, as an agent is because I like what I do as an agent as well, not just play soccer. So of course soccer is my go-to, but I like doing what I do at work too. So it makes it easier. It never feels like I'm working ever. So even though my schedule gets kind of crazy during season, but it never feels like I'm really at work. Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I think that goes into before we were talking about just like work-life balance and even just like finding the right job for yourself as well, like that you actually like.
Yeah, exactly.
Why are you passionate about soccer?
I don't know. I think I just fell in love with it when I was a kid, honestly.
Yeah.
Just like the support the people around you give you, just love playing soccer. I've never really had that question, but
Yeah.
I think it's just been with me since I was a kid. I've watched some family members grow up, play soccer, friends play soccer. You do so much in soccer, meet friends, all this kind of stuff. So that's pretty cool about the game of soccer itself.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, I think the other cool thing that's like different about soccer than other sports is, that it's obvious, like it's literally played everywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that's why it's really cool when you really think about it, like because we're in America and it's like Europe and overseas, it's like number one sport. And then other sports are like, if you say anything about any other sports, it's like totally foreign.
Exactly. True. Like talk about football outside of the US and it's like
all right, these next two could be either soccer related or life related. However you want to answer them. What is something most people think is true that you believe isn't?
What is something most people think is true, but what is something most people believe is true and that's tough. Let's see.
Yeah. So it could be like literally anything. Like it could be like a debate that always happens. It could be something like somebody says this food is amazing and you don't think so. It could be like
the flat Earth thing.
Yeah, it could be that. Yes.
I think the Earth's round. Yeah, I for sure think the Earth's round.
That one's a good one.
Yeah, I was just debating about it with one of my friends. He's like, "Now the Earth's flat." I don't know.
Thinks the Earth is flat?
Yeah, one of my friends was thinking the Earth's flat.
Yeah,
Nani, he's actually on the Stars. He was talking about it because we were talking about Kyrie Irving, and he was saying that. Yeah, he's on Kyrie Irving's page. Yeah.
I don't think the Earth is flat, but who knows?
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Like the other one was like, is water wet?
Oh yes, that's a good one. That's a good one.
All right. What is some? Oh, go.
I would think it's wet.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, but it makes you think like those little questions. I don't know. There's got to be some website with all those like questions like that are like make you even though the other good one is like, is there one or two straws in a hole? I mean a straw.
That's true. Oh, that one's a trickier one.
I'd say technically there's one.
One? Yeah, I would say the same thing. Yeah.
We're on the same page here. All right. Last one of the Quincy questions. What is something you would move forward with if you weren't scared of what would happen if things didn't go well?
Move forward with stop going to school. Nah, I think school is good. The reason being networking. You meet so many people when you're in school.
Yeah.
And like I said, I stopped going to college for a couple years, but then right now I'm almost done with my BA in business administration and finance as well. So I should be done this year. So it makes my schedule even crazier with season and stuff like that. But everything's possible as long as you put your mind to it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, I think people don't realize how much time there is actually in a day when they don't say. I mean, especially if you're like a single person with no kids and all that, like you have a lot of time to do stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
I think people just don't organize their day properly to actually get stuff done.
Exactly. Sometimes I feel like lately I've been trying to sleep more because I know I'm not going to get as much sleep during season. But I mean, like you said, you have so much time in the day that, I mean, people don't realize how much you can wake up at 5, go to bed by, get your 5 hours of sleep, go to bed by midnight, and you got a whole crazy day.
Yeah. I don't know about you, but lately I've been feeling like after I'm done with all my work, I feel like I have like a second day, and then I'm still up, and then I'm like, wow, I got to wake up tomorrow and then do it all over. But it feels like multiple days in one almost.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, you ready for some fun questions?
Let's do it.
All right, is it football or soccer?
If I'm speaking in Spanish to most of my Spanish friends or Hispanic friends, I would say football,
Right.
So, but then like if I'm speaking to people here, I usually say soccer. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. That makes sense. All right, if you could do a jersey exchange with any player in the world, top 3, who would you do it with?
I'm a goalie, so some people are gonna hate. I would say for sure Messi. I am a Messi fan. Memo Ochoa, so that's someone I used to watch when I was a kid, and I think he helped me love the game just as much. And then just someone I think is like my favorite goalie or the best goalie I think to ever play is Iker Casillas. So those are the 3 I would say.
All right, now this just made me think of something. Okay, so how the goalies have the different color uniform, right?
Yeah.
Do you get to pick those, or they just give them to you?
They give them to you. So like for the Stars, you get different jerseys almost every game from what I see. So, depending on like some nights is, they do like certain night stuff, like native night. And
like themed,
So like, theme nights. So they make them for you. You don't get to choose. Yeah.
Gotcha. And then goalie, it's usually like, you're either like 0 or 1, right?
So, yeah. And then I would say like, if I play, like when I play on Mexican leagues, I do get to choose the color of my jersey.
So how do you pick?
Honestly, so like I play on the same team I always play on. Like if I play Mexican League, it's just some of my friends that, and so if I don't have that color for that next year or whatever, I'll just say, oh, let me get a purple jersey or something I don't already have. So I already have like 10, 15 jerseys.
Gotcha. All right, then what about the number thing? So usually, right, goalies only wear like 0 or 1 or 00.
00, yeah. I'm wearing 00, I believe, still this year. At least that's the number they gave me last year. So I used to wear 0. I used to play basketball too back in the day, and I used to like Russell Westbrook. Okay. So, and I still like him. I think he's good, but that's the reason why I went to 0. And then Mike Arguello had number 1. Usually I'll wear number 1, but like if someone has it, it's for me, number is not a big deal. I don't really mind. So I'll wear 00. I like wearing 00.
That makes sense. Actually, yeah, growing up too, like playing other sports, you think that helped you with soccer?
Oh, for sure. Basketball, I think my hand-eye coordination just helped me with being a goalie for sure in general. Different how do you say it? It's different
fundamentals.
That and conditioning. Like it's way different. And then as a goalie, they say like, you're not running as much, but technically, like when you're growing up, you're running just as much as them field players. The coaches are making you run with them.
Well, that leads me to my next question: are goalies just as athletic as field players?
I think I want to say athletic, yes. As conditioned, I would probably say no, because I see some of those guys and there's no way I can run that much, for sure. But like it's different. Like I said, have them do some of our drills and they'll be dead probably within the first 5 minutes. But have me do some of their drills, same thing. I'm gonna be dead after 5 minutes probably.
Yeah, no, for sure. What's your like favorite like cheat meal?
A burger.
All right.
A burger. Yeah.
From anywhere specific?
I just had one recently from Five Guys, and it was fire. It was fire. Yeah.
Wait, you guys have In-N-Out there?
We don't. No, I wish.
I was going to ask what's the difference?
If I had In-N-Out, I would say In-N-Out's better for sure.
Think so?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Dang, I never had it. I gotta have one though.
Where are you at?
I'm in Connecticut, so all the way on the other side. Probably the farthest we could possibly be.
Yeah, exactly. It's like right over there.
Yeah, for sure. All right, well, Luis, I appreciate you coming on, and could you let the listeners know where they can follow you at?
Yeah, you can follow me on IG at Luigi_Birrueta. I'll say it, Luigi_Birrueta1. Oh. And then I do have my Twitter. I don't know what my Twitter is. I don't ever get on there anymore. But my main page is my Instagram.
Yeah, it's called X now. So
X now.
I don't even know how to say it anymore to like people in emails and stuff like that. It's like weird. I put like X/Twitter just so.
Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. All right. Well, again, appreciate it, and good luck with the season coming up.
Quincy Amarikwa here, and thanks again for listening. If you enjoyed today's episode, please be sure to share it with someone you feel will get some value from it. And if you could take a moment to leave a review of our podcast wherever you're listening and let us know who you'd like us to interview next, we'll get working on that right away. You can listen to this full episode and more at perfectsoccerskills.com/radio. That's perfectsoccerskills.com/RADIO. You can also enter to win free weekly soccer prizes, goals, balls, jerseys, player meet and greets, and more by heading over to perfectsoccerskills.com/PSTM to enter to win for free today.